it sounds like what you're saying is maybe God is causing certain things to happen, maybe even certain tragedies to wake people up and maybe kind of nudge them, kind of push them toward the idea of maybe going to Israel. Just maybe similarly to how there were other tragedies in the earlier years of the rebirth of Israel that if they didn't happen, maybe the Jews wouldn't have felt such a push to create the state. You know, the Mizrahim, for example, after there was the wave of the Ashkenazi immigration, the Ashkenazi Aliyah, the Mizrahim were forced effectively to come. Maybe a lot of them wouldn't have come if they weren't in that position, you know?
You know, that's another very controversial point because as believer people, we believe that Hashem guides all the events in humanity, in the world. And as believer people, we need to also think about theological and not only rational explanations, also to tragic events. And for example, what you refer to as the Holocaust, you know, that happened actually just before the reestablishment of Jewish sovereignty in the land of Israel. The Holocaust that happened before the restoration of our sovereignty. I heard once a metaphor from a rabbi, I do not remember what his name was, and he explained the Holocaust in a way that when you have a sick body, have you seen The Walking Dead? When the zombie bites the hand of someone, that someone knows that they have not more than 24 hours to live and then he will become a zombie. It was one episode that one zombie bit one person's hand. His name was Herschel. And what they do, the other people in the group of the survivors, they chopped their hand, they chopped his hand off. So the whole body and the whole person will be saved.
Right.
So maybe the same thing here when you have some part of the body which is sick, in order to save the entire body, you need to cut it out. And it's very tragic, it's very painful. But maybe spiritually, that's what we needed in order to redeem ourselves from the comfortableness and the passiveness of being in the diaspora or actually in exile.